You might recognize part of this flight from my last video of Corsica. We enjoyed some beautiful sunrises from our Airbnb there, so I decided to get up early to watch the sunrise over the sea from a bird's-eye perspective. In the days before, we had visited the landmark you can see on the right here. I saw a lighthouse in the middle of the sea. That's my target for this flight. I tried to work out the distance using a map app. However, I couldn't find the lighthouse on the satellite pictures or as a marked place on the map. I estimated it to be about 4 kilometers from my starting point. This should be no issue for the BOB. Let's speed things up a bit here. Three and a half kilometers out, I took my first turn around aiming for another line to the lighthouse with the sunrise in the background. You may notice that the video connection sometimes drops out. I think this is due to a nearby radio station. Perhaps you mentioned it on the right-hand side. We discovered it during a trip with our bikes a few days ago when we visited a beautiful lighthouse next to the station. I think it's some kind of radar station for ships or something similar. Maybe the signals from there are causing interference during the flight. I tried changing the orientation of my head to improve the connection with my goggles, but it didn't help much. The 4 kilometers seems to be well estimated. The distance to the lighthouse is slightly longer. However, I turn around before reaching it as I no longer trust the video connection at this point. Time to go home. Looking at the energy consumption, I noticed slightly higher amperes. There are some light headwinds, but nothing to cause any trouble for the BOB and me. Keeping the speed at about 70 kilometers per hour will ensure an efficient flight back home. Hello, bird. What do you think about flying over the sea? I'm still scared of flying over water. On the other hand, flying in mountainous regions also carries a high risk of losing your drone. There are other challenges regarding the connection when flying over water that I hadn't considered before. However, knowing how to read the values in the OSD has helped me assess the situation much better than I thought. Let's enjoy the last meters back home and the landing. Next time, we will probably see us in the mountains again. Cheers!